So right now we're kind of feeling like a failure because we haven't achieved our goals, and it's going to continue like this uh, if nothing changes. So do you feel, Liam, like the only thing that's missing right now to change is just having the right knowledge and the right people around us?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, man. So to overcome this, I've built a 4 month plan. Would you like me to describe it to you?
Yeah,
Great.
sure.
So in month one, we do a foundation. In month two, we build upon that foundation. In month three, we practice. And then month four, finally, we implement. How does that sound?
No, it's like, yeah, 4 month of application overall. Right, yeah, sounds fair, I guess.
Hmm.
That's a good timing.
So would you like me to break it down further a little bit?
Yeah.
Great, great. So in you know how you were talking about how you watch these YouTube videos, and when you watch these YouTube videos, you kind of don't get the full grasp of what's going on. You end up spinning your wheels, and then this causes you to get frustrated and go back to the same job, right? So to prevent that, what we do for you here is that we will have step by step video module guides in the first month. It's kind of like Netflix, yeah. And what we
Oh,
do
yeah.
throughout that, you watch Netflix?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So what we do throughout that is basically we build upon each episode. It's like an episodic structure. Each episode builds upon the last one. Okay. And when you build upon
Yeah,
the
it
last
follows, yeah.
one,
Like it follows each other.
yes, correct, correct. It follows each other. So you don't have any gaps in your education, basically. And then you can basically learn a lot through it step by step without missing any parts. How does that sound?
Sounds amazing, actually.
Mhm.
It sounds pretty clear.
Yeah. And you know how when you're coming away from these YouTube videos, you have a bunch of questions that don't get answered, right?
I do.
Hmm.
I do know about the situation. Yeah.
Yeah. The thing is, um, when you come away and you don't get them answered, what tends to happen is, again, you run your wheels in the same spot, you get frustrated, and then you don't know where to go,
Oh,
and it
yeah.
leaves you with more fear in yourself and to take any sort of action. So to
Mm.
prevent that, what we do here at ABC is that we have daily coaching calls. What that looks like is basically
Mm.
from the first month when you've learned all the foundational stuff and you've learned from the modules, you can then implement it into month two with the coaching calls. So every night, as I said, we have three coaching calls with coaches here. We can do role plays. And then what happens is quickly find out the gaps in you'll quickly find out the gaps in your learning. And those questions that you have can be answered immediately with a coach. How does that sound?
Sounds great, actually.
Yeah.
Like you said, that's something that ticks me is I guess like the gaps in your like the mistakes we do more easily. Uh, that's great. Yeah.
Great. And you know how you were telling me that when you're at work, you have like these people around you who don't really motivate you, who don't inspire you, don't make you feel better about your situation. They kind of just prevent you from moving forward. The great
Yeah,
thing
they do
about
the
that,
opposite. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, and then they prevent you from moving forward, and this causes you to basically doubt yourself, and that doubt bleeds into any of these other actions you take and prevent you from moving forward and closer to the life you want to get to, right?
Yeah.
So to prevent that, man, what we have here at ABC is we have a very strong, dedicated community which is focused on your success. Now, what that really looks like, though, that's a lot of words, but what that really looks like is the community inside school. You know, at school, it's like a social media for learning. Okay,
Yeah.
have individuals who are focused on the exact same goals as you are, trying to make money, buy free, like get their freedom, buy their time back. And this entire community is focused on basically helping each other to get to the desired outcome that we all want to get to. Okay. And it's not just about money. That's the best part about it. You have like daily reflections, you have health and fitness, you have different goals that are even outside of sales. So what does that sound like to you?
I kind of give interest into like the fitness part. That's
Hmm.
something I'm trying to work on. Um, so I guess if it's a community, just like when I was in the army, you pushed off people to do better.
Mm.
If it is the same here, if it is something I can recognize myself into, like a couple of years ago, then that's great, actually. Uh,
Great, man. Great.
Comfort zone, somehow.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, Now you're probably thinking like, okay, Mohak, that's all great, but how do we make money, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, so
that's the question.
that's where the fourth month comes in. This is the implementation month, and what that really looks like is basically once you have gone through the foundation, you've gone through the coaching calls, sorry, and our community, you're active in the community. What we do is we try and implement the skills you've learned with finding you a role. So that's either outreach or ABC itself also has networks with influencers, businesses, and companies. And then when you have gotten certified through each process, you can eventually get yourself a role, right? And then that's where you start making the money. How does that sound?
So like a role is a job based
Yeah,
on the skills that I've learned. Okay, I get it.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right. Sounds
What
amazing.
thank you, bro. Like that's why I thought this 4 month plan, revealing it to you would actually you would like it a lot. So out of all of that, bro, what stood out to you the most?
Coaching goals part, like I said, being able to go back quickly on the mistakes and then faster. It's not like I have all the time in the world. No way. And I need to get out of my situation as quickly as I can. Need to rest, especially. So I guess if any ways to go faster and better in the same time to
Mm,
reach those skills, I guess this is what kind of hits the most here. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, awesome. And out of the coaching calls, the community, the training and the implementation, do you see this actually getting you
Mm,
to where you want to be?
I do. Yeah.
Why, bro?
It's because I think it's everything that I've been kind of missing in terms of quality over all the things I've tried. Uh, Even the things I didn't try yet. I think
Mm,
we talked about a plan, and that makes it easy in my opinion. So
yeah,
you know what I
bro.
mean, you know?
No, no, I do. So are we before we carry on, sorry, is there anything else you need clarity on?
No, I don't think everything was pretty clear. To be fair, yeah.
Okay, so are we moving forward today, or are we going to stay in the situation for say another 2 years?
No, let's move today.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we don't have to, Liam. Like, we could come back in say 6 months. Like, ABC is still going to be here. Why do you feel like you need it right now?
So, at the moment, I'm ready. I feel like it. Uh, I know it's not about motivation, but discipline. I'm kind of trained to that.
Mm.
And right now is the opportunity to, you're in front of me, I'm in front of you. I guess you'd go through this. So let's do it today. Yeah.
Yeah, bro, I totally agree. Just so we can take away this feeling of hopelessness and help you finally overcome this fear that's holding you back and actually get you to these goals, man. It comes down to a one-time investment for 12 months access of 8K USD.
I see.